Hey, what's good, everybody? Hope you guys are all well. Um, Let me see. Why didn't it pop up? That's funny. Okay, there it is. So I'm doing this winter solstice check-in, right? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. If anyone hops on after I do the collective general check-in, if you want me to pull a card for you, I put a link to a new song that I released. So you have to comment, hype, and like that video. And then I'll pull a card for you, right? Because you only have up to 7 days after you release something for it to get hyped, and that helps it get seen, right? So that's that's the directions for today. So overall general message right now. What do you want the collective to know on this winter solstice? Hopefully you all say your intentions, you all release what you needed to release. Even though I know that's usually done on the full moon, that felt very um fitting yesterday as well, right? Felt very fitting. Whoa, that one just flipped out. Psychic journaling, I like it. Obviously, that's one thing that some mediums use or psychics use to bring messages as well, but well, I guess in general, right? Maybe it's a time to start writing down your that's funny because I have an incense blowing and I don't know why the way it's going up right now. It feels very like spirit, right? Communicating kind of thing. Like it's, don't forget to send those prayers up, right? All that good stuff. So, psychic journaling, right? Maybe it's very important at this time. That's how I first found out about my, I guess, gifts or being tapped in is through writing songs. And then when they would come true, I'd be like, what in the world just happened, right? So, that's the message right now, right? So for the collective, maybe start psychic journaling. Let me see what else. I don't want to do a collective, and then I could do like one for each, like fire, earth, water, and air. Okay, maybe I could start with that. What's something that for air signs, right? What's okay? Wow. Okay, so air signs, strength. So during this time, air signs, strength, and trusting your intuition, right? Strength, trusting your intuition, and then yeah, just go ahead and work, 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 right? Yeah. Strength. And I think the reason strength came out was because maybe, you had to leave something behind, walk away from something, right? So for air signs right now, have strength, stand in your truth, trust your intuition as you start new things, right? As you start new things, right? As you start focusing most likely on work or things like that. And you know, so that makes sense, all right? So that's a quick little air sign message. Let me see. Let me see. Fire signs. What do you need to know at this moment on this winter solstice? Fire signs. What's a message for the fire signs right now? Oof. Ah, the sun. The sun, right? Standing in your truth. The sun. Brighter days ahead. Look at there's something emotional, right? There's something emotional. I heard pouring into your own cup, but also expressing, right? Being honest with your emotions. I'll tell you this. That literally happened yesterday. I was having this pain. And we just did the men's circle live, the men's spiritual circle live. So I had gone to this yoga class because I had this pain. And, I was like, okay, it went away, but then I felt it. It was still there. And then I realized it was tied into an emotion that as soon as I admitted that emotion, bam, it disappeared, the pain. So maybe this is something. Oh, fire signs. I have a lot of fire in my. So maybe this is something, right? Obviously, the sun. So maybe I'm connected to in some weird way, right? The sun and be honest with your emotions, right? Maybe there's some kind of nostalgia right now, right? There's a lot of cups in front of you. Maybe you're thinking about something right now, right? There's nostalgic memories. But I feel like there has to be an honesty, right? Once you're honest with things, I think the sun is very tied into that, right? The sun is tied into an honesty right now. Expressing something, expressing something. Because that's a part of pouring into your own cup as well, like being able to be honest with yourself, right? I think that's one of the biggest blockages in life, right? When we can't admit the emotions, right? Trying to hide something, right? Like if you're hurt, admitting you're hurt. If you care about someone, admitting you care about somebody. If something upset you, then being honest instead of letting it build and holding resentment, being passive aggressive, all these things, right? It's just communication. So I think that's the message right now for fire signs, right? Don't hold things in, right? It's almost like the sun is dependent on that, right? Yeah, see, I felt a little thing in my throat. So sure, you get that, and that's why the crown chakra was in that Ace of Cups, right? I don't know if there's a blankness there. I don't know what that blankness is about. Maybe you're having a hard trouble, hard trust. See, I can't even. So there's the communication thing. Yeah, see, in that moment there was this blankness. I don't know. So maybe there's a trouble communi. What the hell? Why can't I talk? So maybe there's something blocking that connection to seeing from the spirit world's point of view, right? Okay, that's a scary blankness I felt right now. So I don't know. So yeah, just make sure fire signs that don't block your happiness because you don't know how to express or communicate, right? Okay, so I already did air, fire. See, my crown came back online. That was weird tapping into the fire energy. Hmm. Okay, so water, right? Water. What's a quick message for the water signs right now during this winter solstice? What do they need to know? Just get away from that. Oof. Oh, caught it. Ah, and just one came out for the water signs, right? Conquista, something, conquering something that's gonna make your heart happy, right? Whether it's someone coming in to you, trying to, or you're like, look it, I got this cup. That's pretty cool. Hey, River Dragon, happy solstice. Hopefully all is well. Um, so yeah, that's for the water. I'm just doing a quick. I did air, fire. This is the water collective message, and then I'll do earth, and then I'll do like in just a general. And it's funny because for the air and fire, a few cards came out, but this one I feel is kind of to the point, right? Something right now, an overall message for water signs is like taking an action. Either someone's taking action towards water signs, or and there it is, right? That's a Scorpio, right? Let's see, I'll put one more just because. Let me see. Anything else for the water signs? Because it's kind of to the point. There's something right now where something tied into the heart. Emotions. Did a card flip over? I didn't even. Oh yeah, it did. Wow. That was wow, the chariot. Yeah, so okay. There's something. Either you're gonna communicate quickly. See the throat, obviously. Either you're gonna communicate quickly and more water, right? So okay. Or either you're gonna communicate quickly or someone's gonna come into you, right? So I think that's something that's happening right now with water signs. It could be even from spirit, because I felt like I don't know, I kind of felt something in my crown, like or the third eye. It could be, yeah, it could be something deeper. I don't know why the Sphinx got the hidden wisdom of the Sphinx, right? I don't know if right now water signs are probably tapping into that intuition or ah, yeah, that'd be pretty cool though if that's what's happening, right? If spirit's coming in like, hey, I got something that's gonna make your heart happy. Maybe you've been trying to connect more spiritually and some things are gonna come online or something. So okay. Okay. So air, fire, water, now earth. Let me see. Okay. Whoa. Earth signs. The world just jumped right out. Oh, the earth signs. So earth signs, you probably have just completed a cycle, which is beautiful, right? It's funny because see, I heard the whole earth, right? That's funny. Earth signs, but the whole earth just is completing this cycle. And that goes into the whole that's funny. I'm pulling cards for the earth now. Well, that's what they said. I don't know, but that was funny. So earth signs, I heard the earth completed a cycle, but I guess since we are like mini earths, right? Anyways, that's pretty funny. Let me see. Okay, any other message for earth signs? Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. You just completed a cycle. Maybe you're going into hermit mode or you are in hermit mode. I feel like, yeah, this almost feels like this would be the message for the collective as well. But, wow, maybe, looks like these two flipped over too. Maybe as you're going through this, right, just be patient with yourself. Know what you've learned, right? And stand in that truth, right? Because this came out right under it, the moon. So, I don't know. There's still a little confusion there, right? There's still a little. But it's like I feel like the confusion is being caused by you, earth signs, which makes sense, right? Because the earth signs, the ones I've known tend to their brain, as spiritual as they may be, right? I know a lot of earth signs that are very tapped in, but they'll still try to make logic out of something and that came out in the other reading, right? Something about I forgot what it was about, but about like you don't the great mystery, I think. It was about not having to know everything. Hey, is it Montaigne or Montana or um so yeah, I think yeah, a lot of earth signs tend to be logical, so maybe that could cast illusions sometimes, right? So don't forget. I feel like there was an epiphany regardless, right? During the hermit mode or as you're going into hermit mode, there'll be an epiphany Yeah, but you just have to be you're gonna know the truth. You just have to. Yeah, I'm taking questions. I'm definitely taking questions. I'm asking right now. I just released this song on YouTube. So I'm asking, I put the link if you see in the chat above, to because you only got so many days to hype it. So I'm asking comment, hype, and like that video. And then yeah. So, I'll go ahead and pull the card. Cause last time I asked, I pulled the card for a few people, and then they didn't go do it, right. So I'll go ahead and pull the card and trust that you're gonna go do it. And then if not, then I guess I'll just remember it for next time. But yeah. So I don't mind pulling a card. Just go hype, like, and comment on that video. It could be a little emoji. It doesn't matter, right? Because I only got, I think, 4 more days, and then the hype thing. That's it. You can't hype it anymore, and that helps it get like seen and all that stuff, right? So I'm trying to promote that song. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So will John? I think we know the answer to that, right? But it's all about like wow, that's funny. Seeing the spirit world has a it said maybe, but the reality of it all is, karma. I mean, yeah, to not sugarcoat it, karma does come, right? Everyone gets their karma, but we can't be dwelling on that, Um, I personally ask, hey, whatever, because I know it, right? Because I could hear the spirit guides and all that being like, when someone does something to me, I hear them literally like ready, right? Like, like a oh hell nah kind of thing, right? And I always ask, like, you know what? I'm asking you, don't just, hey, whatever energy you were gonna spend on getting that karma, just hey, just give me that blessing, right? It's fine. Open the doors for me, do whatever you need to do. So if you really want it, I'm sure it'll happen, but it's up to you, right? It's a choice. I mean, clearly you do, who doesn't want justice, right? Yeah, yeah, of course. It makes sense. Look at again. I was like, okay, let's see. Are they gonna get it soon? And again, the maybe, right? So it's kind of, I think it's trying to present that to you, right? Before you really put that energy out there, right? Right? They've given you an opportunity now, right? To start a new journey. Now you're free, right? Maybe you're not seeing that. You're free from someone that was probably gonna hurt you more. If they hurt you, then they were probably gonna hurt you more, right? You just got set free, right? If you got set free, then hey, like it's a win, right? Look at that person, right? And they got a little dog too. Like it doesn't get. Well, I like dogs. I don't know. Maybe you're not a dog person, but if you could see past the hurt, right? Because that's funny that twice I asked, and they said maybe, maybe. So I think if you said that intention, then I'm sure. Because regardless, it's gonna. I'm just telling you right now. Everything I've seen, I don't think I've ever really seen. You know, and maybe in this, because I'm hearing it now. So obviously, right? Obviously, if it's someone like that cheated or someone that did something crazy like that, then obviously, yeah, there's no excuse for that. If it's someone that just hurt because it's a matter of difference in perspectives, then that's a whole story. Like, let's say, for example, that hey, you feel like you're in a relationship, but you two really haven't ever stated the facts that hey, we're exclusive, right? It's just us two, and then someone karmically, the universe might not read that as like, hey, this person cheated on you because you technically weren't, right? Like And maybe that person really in their head, they really didn't think they were doing anything wrong. So then there's that gray area where even the universe is like, well, like you're kind of tying our hands here. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, so yeah, I think they're leaving it in your hands, right? If you want to put that out there, then I feel like the karma will come. But it's an opportunity to be like, you know what? Oh, okay. I got you. Well, then that's then most likely that's on the mom, right? Oh shoot. Okay. Well, hmm. Okay, then maybe they, I don't know what happened with work, right? You don't have to say nothing out here exactly. Like, was it anything that from someone's perspective could have been work harassment and all that? You see, that's why maybe they had me mention all this. Okay. Then there it is. Then it's kind of like once I had someone at work, right? And I could have been in my ego and I just let it go because it was like, it's work. I'm not gonna, it could have escalated to physical violence and I just let it go, right? And even for me at that time in my life, I know I had a lot of like that kind of ego, but hey, I didn't want to mess up the job. And then magically that person got fired, right? I didn't even have to do nothing. That person got fired and that was it. And it was like, oh wow. And and yeah, so things happen, right? So I'm sure the universe will balance it out, right? I'm sure the universe will balance it out. Um and you could put the energy towards it or you could ask the universe to bless you instead, right? So I'll just leave that there because I feel like that's the overall message, right? It's up to you. If you want to put that energy out there, I'm sure you'll see that karma unfold, or you could just, you know, put it in towards yourself and get blessed rather, right? So okay, so now for the collective, what I don't know, did River Dragon ask any question? Well, let me know, River Dragon, if you want me to pull any card for you. Yeah, so okay, for the collective, what message do you want the collective to know at this time? Mm. First prevision, so maybe really planning where you want to go. What direction do you see yourself going in, right? And not just really, I think it's really saying prevision, right? With the third eye and Aries, right? The first, even that, if it's planning everything, because, right, technically, obviously, this is the end of 2025, but I guess the original New Year would be in the spring, right? Which is like Aries season too, right? So maybe just having that prevision. So by the time, right, Aries is thought of as the one that kicks off everything, right? The starter. So maybe you are gonna lead the way in something, right? Collective, like maybe it's really tapping into where do we want to take this new world? Because there's so many, right, prophecies. I had no clue how many prophecies are talking about 2025 and this and that and the whole shift and everything. So it's pretty interesting. So it's like for the whole collective, where do you want to take this new world, right? That we're co-creating together. Like really thinking before you act, right? Yeah. And even that, right? Like Aries, right? That fire, right? If you were I guess not in a disrespectful way, but like a more immature Aries, for example, would probably be led by that fire, right? And just charge. But if you think of the emperor, right? Like someone sitting and really thinking before they act, right? So it's almost asking like, as a collective energy. See, and I felt it in the heart space. So someone that even knows how to, right? Someone that doesn't lash out, someone that isn't reckless, right? So being in that collective energy, wow, I'm amazed how many things are just boom downloading from this one card, right? That's pretty crazy. So I think that's the thing for the collective, right? Having that prevision. Okay, if your ex, absolutely, you're welcome, Montaigne or Mont. I hope that's how you pronounce it, Montaigne. Um, okay, please, can you if my ex RB has any love for me? Okay, RB. Wow, you asked about if your ex has any love for you, and the lovers came out. So I mean, it says maybe, but I hear yes, right? I don't know if it's just saying maybe. Well, I don't think that's I think it's pretty obvious, right? Wow, my throat got tight. So what is that? Was there trouble with communication when you two were together? Was that what it was? Or are they trying to say maybe they wouldn't necessarily express it or something, but or I don't know if they would express it, but you know, I don't think it could be any more clearer than that, right? The lovers came out when you asked about that. Hmm. All right, let me see if they want to clarify it. I mean, I felt like that was the thing anyways. Wonder why my throat got tight with that. That was weird. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. Is there a clarification to that? From the cards on the okay. That now that's weird. Was it kind of like a love and when you two were together, was it kind of like a love and hate relationship? Was there like extremes, like super in love, then you two? Oh, okay. All right, then that was it, right? Okay. It felt like yeah, because after the devil came out, right? So there might have been a lot of misunderstandings. There might have been a lot of so maybe it was that, right? Not like love and hate, right? Like I don't think like when you I don't think you really hate somebody, but yeah, I could feel like that in the moment, right? Like not hate necessarily, but like just up and down, obviously, right? If you end up splitting up with somebody, that means that they're just and I think yeah, see it went away the throat thing. So I think there was just problems with the communication, right? That's one of the hardest things that happens here, right, in this earth realm, right? Like we don't it's just perspectives are crazy, right? Everything could matter. The way you were raised, if there's lots of misunderstanding. Okay, yeah. Um, everything. It could be the way you were raised. If you have we talked about that in the men's spiritual circle, right? About the live we did about how just that you hold on to that identity. No, well, I'm this or this is my culture, this is my religion, this see, and it's almost like the devil, right? You get bound to certain ideas. Look at what's under the the deck. So maybe there was nostalgia there, right? That's funny. As I was getting ready to shuffle. Maybe both of you have I got chills too. Maybe both of you have fond memories, but see, sometimes that'll hold someone back. Even though you'll have the fond memories, then you'll have the memories of the misunderstandings too, and then you feel kind of like, what's the point? Because I don't want to keep repeating that cycle, right? it would take like a drastic change, right? Like that. I think that's the biggest thing, right? Just understanding that we're all different. You'd really have to strip everything down, right? Just like how both of them, right? The figures are completely stripped down, right? You have to completely be stripped down of all the ego, all the this, all the that, the identities that we've created for two lovers to really come together, right? With just open hearts. Wow, I felt like a whole chill down the left side, which I think is the feminine side. See, so in a way, it's really imagine it'd be like two souls really nurturing each other, right? Now I just feel like I'm getting chills all around. That's crazy. I think that's really the only way, like, if two lovers to come truly balanced, right? Stripping away all that stuff and being extremely vulnerable with each other, right? Absolutely. Bless you. Thank you. Okay, so I know the Aries prevision came out for the Three of Wands came out for the collective. So let's see what else the collective needs to know. Yeah. What else does the collective need to know? Wow. Okay. Wow. So maybe it is a time for there to be like cooperation, right? Love, harmony. I like it. A strong, see, and that's what they say, right? About the lion above the caduceus and like the healing power of connections, right? A strong healing power of connections and right? Whether it's just working together for projects or see my heart's kind of doing the little ET glowing thing right now. So for those of you that are familiar with ET, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but just that how good connections feel like home, right? Like, oh, this is someone that understands me and you know, I love it. I love it. And then the fool, right? Maybe it does take a level of courage, vulnerability, right? Starting over, really. See, and that kind of goes the zero, the fool, because that's kind of what the fool means, right? To strip away all that stuff that we've been taught. Imagine going into this 2026, not like unlearned with all the knowledge you've gained, but unlearning the bad habits, elite or not bad habits, but just the things, right? Imagine if we could go in like forgetting the way we've been programmed through religions or culture or this and that and really understanding just starting over, right? Like stripping away all that and being like, okay, I want to be happy. I want to be around people that are kind. I want to be kind to others, right? I want all that reflected back to me. I want to treat people in this way and I want to be treated like that or just really going about it right in that way. Like really stripping down and having that fool's journey, right? And the earth, it was the world, right? So it's funny that when I said for the earth signs, but I heard like the earth in general finish the cycle. So it's funny that the fool came out. Oh, I threw all the cards back in, but it's fine. Okay, let's see. Any last message for the collective on this winter solstice going into this new 2026 energy, this new cycle we're starting? Yeah, so it goes from the two of cups to the three of pentacles, right? Like really starting new things, right? Dedicating to something new, right? If you feel like, yeah, we're gonna build this new world or this new whatever things yeah, just whatever new things you've started as you finish an old cycle, really just putting, whether it's studying something, working hard on it, is just going towards it and seeing the big picture, right? The third eye, the prevision. That's how it started, right? With the Aries, and I think that was a third eye card as well, right? I don't know where I put it. Yeah, Three of Wands, third eye. So really just focusing that in. Okay, so let me pull a closing card. Mm, I don't want to do the spirit animal. See, maybe I'll do one for the from the Jade Oracle as well, because that one. Let's see. Yeah, let's see first the spirit animal. Man, I got chills everywhere right now. That's crazy. I don't know. Whew. For like something's right. Something's here like right now during this. I just got chills. It got super cold, so that's crazy. Okay. Wow, I love it. Surrender now. Surrender now. The Moth 39. 12. 39 is 12, right? The 12 we're in December, the 12th month. You know, this when the moth appears, I know just like off the bat, it's like your psychic abilities are opening, right? It's really tapping into the spirit world, all that good stuff. So let's see what they have to say about the moth. Moth Spirit, surrender now. Oracle message. Moth Spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it has become a compulsion or addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Wow. Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, there's the however. When Moth Spirit appears, it is time to consider if you have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty, or even to a person may be your current vice. Wow. So anything you've over been addicted to, whether it's work, maybe you have been, or a person, or just anything. Or right, like a substance, whatever the form of your addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all the other pursuits that matter to you. Now is the time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or to flight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your moth spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. So what did it say? Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. Okay. Felt like there was a little tongue twister there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I love that. That was pretty amazing. My whole gut lit up with that, right? I love it. I love it. Okay, so let me see. Should I? I gotta pull one more, right? Since there was this whole winter solstice, let me pull one more from the Jade Oracle, and then I'll close it out. Uh, Jade Oracle. But that was beautiful right there. I think that if that card, I would have pulled it out in the beginning, that would have been the whole message right there. I mean, it kind of came out throughout anyways. I'll put timestamps. I know it was real quick, the ones I did for the fire, earth, water, air. But, you know, let me see. Any closing message? Or was that it? What time is it? Okay. But I have to go somewhere, but okay, that's way too many. Come on, just one. Oof. Okay. Wow. Has this one ever came out? The sun. Ah, that's cool. I like it because even the sun came out during Donati Donati the sun, El Sol. Look at that. What a beautiful card. Donati the sun. All right, let's read it. Where's my glasses? There it is. Tonatiuh. Sun. 4 times per day and then 5 times at night. Ancient Mexicans honored the sun with ritual and prayer, asking the sun to shine his light and warm the earth to create life and bring stability. The sun represents the end of one cycle. We're talking about cycles and the beginning of a new cycle. So, see, everything is like this whole world, new cycles, old cycles, including the shorter daily cycle of the sun appearing and disappearing, and longer ones such as human life cycles or even planetary cycles. The sun is also connected to the tonali, one of the three souls. The tonali is situated in the crown of the head, the part of the body that receives the sunlight. Tonali has different connotations, including the heat from the sun, the actual day, the calendric name, and destiny. When you draw tonati, you may be ending a cycle or beginning a new one. Wow. Remember that the strong light of the sun is with you, giving you the strength to be an active part of the cyclic change. When you are experiencing an ending or a beginning, consider making an altar and offering to the sun. Just as the light of the sun brings life, Tonati represents the transformation of spirit that brings about creation. Wow, so it all wrapped up like a nice little sandwich. I love it. Yeah, thank you, River Dragon. Thank you, Montaigne, for asking your question. And if anybody else was tuned in, yeah, so I appreciate you. It's an honor, as always, to be able to read your energy and connect with it. Yeah, yeah, I'm just honored, and so I feel like even for me, right, this message. I really take it in, right, of us ending this old cycle and moving towards the new one, and how we see the prevision, right? Where are we gonna take it, right? Like, not only astrologically, even, in these readings, it's all came out, right? We're ending a cycle, we're starting a new one. What are we gonna build, right? As a collective, right? So hopefully we can all be on the same frequency to create something beautiful for all of us, right? So on that note, I'll end it there. Um, yeah, and that's it. Have a blessed one. I'll see you on the next one. All right.